Jeopardy! Here are today's contestants. A user experience librarian from Chicago, Illinois, Emma Betcher. A senior research engineer from Atlanta, Georgia, Jay Sexton. And our returning champion, a professional sports gambler from Las Vegas, Nevada, James Holzhauer, whose 32-day cash winnings total $2,462,216. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you. Thank you, Johnny. Well, as you just saw, ladies and gentlemen, a very impressive total for our champion, James. He is now just $60,000 away from Ken Jennings' record-setting total of many, many years ago. So we could see a new record set here today. But Jay and Emma maybe don't feel that way. They're not looking forward to that. Perhaps they're thinking, hey, enough is enough. All right, let's go to work. Good luck, players. Here come the categories for the first round of play. We start off with Picture the Idiom, followed by Literature, Nests, Jukebox Musicals. Name the artist whose songs are the focus of each musical. Then Nixon Said It. I am not a cook. James.
Literature 1,000.
Answer. Daily Double.
1,000, please.
All right. The title peak of this Thomas Mann novel is home to a Swiss sanatorium.
What is Magic Mountain?
You are right.
Nests 1,000.
Doesn't sound comfy, but several birds make nests in the giant saguaro cactus, including the Gila variety of this headbanger. Emma.
What is a woodpecker?
Good.
Literature, 800.
In a novel, Simone de Beauvoir depicted herself as Anne, and this author of The Stranger as Henri. James.
Who is Camus?
Albert Camus, yes.
Picture the Idiom 1,000.
Note the lovely weather. It means to take advantage of an opportunity. James.
What is Make Hay While the Sun Shines?
Yes.
Jukebox Musicals 1,000.
Ain't Too Proud. This Motown group. Emma.
Who are the Temptations?
Correct.
Picture the Idiom, 800.
Greenhouse gas emission due to human activity leaves behind this. Jay.
What is a carbon footprint?
Correct.
Idiom, 600.
Guess what's going on here? James?
What is Comparing Apples and Oranges?
Yeah.
Nixon Said It 1,000.
In his 1977 interviews with this British journalist, Richard Nixon said, I have impeached myself. James.
Was Frost?
David Frost, yeah.
I'm not a cook 1,000.
You don't want vegetables cooked by me. Have them raw, as this French-named appetizer. James.
What is crudité?
Good.
Cook 8.
I'm a wizard at breakfast with this cereal that now features a new marshmallow shaped like a magical unicorn. Emma.
What are Lucky Charms?
Yes.
Nixon Said It, 800.
In 1969, Nixon asked for the support of a silent majority of my fellow Americans in regard to this foreign affairs issue. James.
What is the Vietnam War?
That's it.
Musicals 8.
Moving out. This keyboard guy. Emma.
Who is Billy Joel?
He's the one.
Nests, 800.
Danny DeVito and Christopher Lloyd both had small parts as mental hospital inmates in this 1975 film. James.
What is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Correct.
Musical 6.
Beautiful. This singer-songwriter. Emma.
Who is Carole King?
Correct.
Literature, 600.
In Charlotte's Web, Templeton is this creature. Jay.
What is a rat?
Rat is right, and that takes you up to 1,400, and it takes us into break number 1. We'll come back. Emma Betcher, this young lady, is a librarian from Chicago who did her master's paper on our show.
That's right, Alex.
Tell me about it.
I ran a series of text mining experiments to see if a computer could predict how difficult a clue was. based on things like how long it was, what words were in the clue, what the syntax was, and if it had any audio-visual elements in it.
And what did you discover?
That is very hard to do.
Okay. Jay Sexton is a senior research engineer from Atlanta. And while in middle school, is it true you memorized the entire Genius Trivial Pursuit game?
I memorized the entire first edition. Yes, I was that much of a nerd.
Oh my gosh. Did you play Trivial Pursuit often?
I used that to pass road trips, to be in the car and I'd just read cards and memorize them, and that kind of kicked off my, I guess.
You know, you could have made a lot of money playing Trivial Pursuit, having memorized all that stuff.
No one would play me after a while.
Oh, I wonder why. The same thing is true of our champion here. Not too many people want to play against James, but I do want you to express my thanks to your beautiful little daughter, Natasha, for having made this get well card for me. That was very sweet of her. Thank you. All right, let's get back into it. Jay has command of the board. He makes the next selection, so go ahead and do that, please.
Nest, 600.
The creature that provides the marquee ingredient of this Chinese delicacy is endangered. Emma.
What is bird's nest soup?
Yes.
Nixon said it, 600.
In a 1960 debate, Nixon said, "This man has asked for my advice. Sometimes my advice has been taken, sometimes it has not." James.
Was Eisenhower?
The president, yes.
Cook, 600.
I can't bake or mash a potato, so this alliterative Ore-Ida Spud product that dates back to 1953 is a godsend to me. Emma.
What are tater tots?
Tater tots, yeah.
I am not a cook, 400.
I hum one of his country songs as I pop one of his protein-packed breakfast bowls into the microwave. Jay.
It was Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean, yeah.
Nixon, 400.
Of his 1972 trip to this country, Nixon echoed the famous line, "We came in peace for all mankind." Emma.
What is China?
That's the country.
Jukebox musicals, 400.
Jersey Boys, them. James.
Or the Four Seasons.
Yep.
Nests, 4.
Made in a series of varying sizes to fit one inside each other, matryoshka are nesting these from Russia. Jay.
What are dolls?
Dolls, good.
Literature, 400.
In a 1923 book by Khalil Gibran, Al-Mustafa is this mystical title character. James.
Was the prophet.
Correct.
Idiom, 4.
If you have these, it means you're well organized. James.
What are your ducks in a row?
Yep.
Idiom, 2.
For an optimistic view of things, take a look through these. Emma?
What are rose-colored glasses?
Yes.
Literature, 200.
Melville's Bartleby the Scrivener is subtitled A Story of This Street of Finance. James.
What is Wall Street?
Yeah.
Nests, 2.
Ahoy! It's a lookout perch atop a high mast. Emma.
What is a crow's nest?
Yes.
Jukebox musicals, 200.
Escape to Margaritaville. Him. Emma.
Who is Jimmy Buffett?
Right.
Nixon said it, 200.
The American people don't believe anything's real until they see it here. Jay.
What is television?
Right. Now the last clue. I'm not a cook, but I can sure toast up these Kellogg Company breakfast treats with the best of them. Jay.
What are Pop-Tarts?
Pop-Tarts, yeah. That takes you up to 2,600. You're in third place, but good news, you go first when we come back to start Double Jeopardy. All three players on a very good roll. There were no incorrect responses in that first round. Jay, here are the categories for round 2. First, capital A. Each correct response will begin with that letter, followed by science, political philosophy, somewhat historical TV, Soviets not born in Russia, and finally, playing a 3-4. Each correct response will be 2 words. The first word will have 3 letters. The second word will have 4 letters. Off you go.
Capital for 2000.
The Dutch colonized this national capital in the 17th century, but the Dutch were Ghana by 1872. James.
What is Accra?
Yes.
Capital, 16.
Called City of Churches, this capital of South Australia has the country's oldest Catholic cathedral. James.
What is Adelaide?
You got it.
Capital, 12.
In 1664, the English changed its name from Beverwyck to this to honor James, Duke of it. Emma?
What is Albany?
Yes.
Capital A, 800.
Answer. Daily double. Well, now, here's an opportunity for you. You have enough money to catch and pass James.
You know, I think I got to make it a true daily double.
All right. 15,200. Here's the clue. It's home to the annual United States Sailboat Show.
What is Annapolis?
That's right.
Somewhat historical TV, 2000.
The final season of this FX series begins with episodes set before Reagan and Gorbachev's 1987 meeting. James.
What is The Americans?
That's the series.
Science for 16.
Some scientists think more than 95% of the universe is made up of what's called this energy and this matter. Emma.
What is dark?
Yes.
Science 2000.
Nerve cells in your body have axons that are covered by what is called this sheath. James.
What is myelin?
Right.
Science 12.
New solar and wind farms could bring this to the north of Africa, just like the song from Toto says. James.
What is rain?
Rain, right.
Historical TV 16.
Wyatt and Morgan Earp showed up on this HBO series, and Wyatt told Seth Bullock of his lawman days in Dodge City. Jay.
What is Deadwood?
That's it.
Historical TV, 12.
Horror aside, The Terror tells of the HMS Terror, a real ship searching for this seafaring route. Jay.
What's the Northwest Passage?
Yes.
Soviets not born in Russia, 2000.
This Ukrainian-born composer created Peter and the Wolf. Jay.
It was Prokofiev?
Yes, he's the one.
Playing a 3/4, 2000.
This powerful type of adhesive is often dispensed with a gun. Emma.
What is hot glue?
Yes, that's a 3-4.
Soviet 16.
Chess master Garry Kasparov's first move was made in Baku, now in this country. Emma.
What is Azerbaijan?
Yes.
Political philosophy, 2000.
Answer. The other daily double. And you have maintained your lead over our champion, James.
Just 3,000.
3 it is. Here's the clue. On book covers from GOP lawmakers Jason Chaffetz and Mike Lee is this phrase for the bureaucracy said to be working against democracy.
What is the deep state?
That's it. Yes. And we're done with the daily doubles.
Playing 3/4, 16.
A groaner from this family member. Hey, what did the grape do when stepped on? It let out a little wine. James.
What is a dad joke?
Yeah.
Soviets 12.
This man is born in Riga, Latvia in 1898. Cut to him directing Battleship Potemkin less than 30 years later. James.
Was Eisenstein?
Yes.
Political philosophy 16.
St. Augustine's City of God asks, without this quality of fairness, what are kingdoms but great bands of robbers? Jay.
What is justice?
That's the word.
Philosophy, 1200.
Samuel Puffendorf, he's your friend when things get rough, and in 1673 said a nation needs this document. The USA's founders listened. Emma.
What is a constitution?
Correct.
3/4, 1200.
This style of design, marked by geometric motifs and streamlined forms, was all the rage in the 1920s and 30s. Jay.
What is Art Deco?
Yeah.
3/4, 800.
It describes a management style where everything flows from the boss. Or perhaps a ride in a convertible. Emma.
What is top down?
Good.
Soviets 800.
In 2010, Gori, Georgia took down a statue honoring this once favorite son and moved it into a museum. Emma.
What is Stalin?
Yes.
TV 800.
This History Channel show finds the title Northerners raiding Paris, which did happen back in the day. James.
What is Vikings?
Yes.
TV4.
The premiere of this Netflix series sees Philip renounce his foreign titles and agree to a new one, Duke of Edinburgh. Jay.
Where's The Crown?
That's the series.
Science, 800.
Mad scientists tried to make a frost-resistant tomato by adding a modified one of these taken from an Arctic flounder. James.
What is a gene?
Gene, yes.
Political philosophy 8.
Remove 2 letters from equality to get this. The idea of giving remedies to the less fortunate to ensure equality. Jay.
What is equity?
Yes.
Capital A, 400.
Add La Vella to the name of this Pyrenees country to get the full name of its capital. Emma.
What is Andorra?
Right.
Science 4.
This triangular object can make a mini rainbow because different colors in light travel at different speeds in it. James.
What is a prism?
Yes.
Philosophy 4.
Paternalism is restricting freedom in our supposed best interests, like state taxes on these, which began in Iowa in 1921. Jay.
What is sales?
No. Emma or James? Taxes on cigarettes. 2 clues left, James.
Soviets 4.
Lithuanian Šarūnas Marčiulionis was the first Soviet in this league when he joined the Warriors. James.
What is the NBA?
Right. And now the last clue. Proponents of this type of diet say cooking kills nutrients. James.
What is raw food?
Right. And that takes you to 23,400. We have quite a game. Closest it's been in a while. Final Jeopardy coming up, players. Shakespeare's Time, taking you way, way back. They'll make their wagers during the break, and when we come back, we'll reveal the clue. Stay here. Welcome back. I can't believe how good these 3 contestants have been on Jeopardy today. Take a look at those scores. I mentioned earlier they didn't miss a clue in the Jeopardy round. They missed only 1 in Double Jeopardy, and oddly enough, it was that clue about the cigarette taxes. All right, it's time for final now, players. We're dealing with Shakespeare's Time, which means we're going way back in time. Here is the clue for you. The line, "A great reckoning in a little room," in As You Like It, is usually taken to refer to this author's premature death. You have 30 seconds. Good luck. Jay, we come to you first. You started slowly, but we're coming on very strong in the Double Jeopardy round. You wound up at $11,000, which is pretty good, but in 3rd place. And you came up with Who is Marlowe? Christopher Marlowe? You are correct, sir. And you will add 6,000. That bumps you up to 17,000. You're hoping for bad things. Incorrect responses from our champion and from Emma. Over to James now. He had 23,400, and his response was correct. His wager, a modest one for the first time, that takes him to 24,799. So Emma, it's up to you. If you came up with a correct response, you're going to be the new Jeopardy champion. Did you? You did. What did you wager? Oh gosh, 20,000. What a payday. 46,801. What a game. Oh my gosh. What a way to start the week. Congratulations. We're going to say goodbye to James, too. We'll be seeing him again, folks. Take care. So long.
Promotional consideration provided by Geico. Jeopardy is also brought to you by